Hello, I hope you're well. This is going to be a reading vlog. It is really like autumn today. The rain is battering down, so I'm going to have kind of a Halloween autumn in July day with my son. So I'm currently reading Normal Women. I'm still reading this book. This is about a woman who she's very normal. She's a stay-at-home mum to a small child. Her husband goes out to work, and then she fantasizes about this place called the Temple, which by day is a yoga studio, by night is a brothel, and she fantasizes about being one of the women who work in the brothel. It's very bizarre so far, very odd. I'm guessing it's going to have some kind of horror element, because if you can see here, they've stupidly, I hate it when they do this, when they put writing over the cover, over like quite an important bit of the cover. So it looks just like a Stepford Wife gone wrong. And then when you look closer, you see that she's got all this blood on her shoulder. I love the cover. So I'm going to read some more of this, but first up, I'm going to make some breakfast and some coffee. It is much later than when I last spoke to you, but I've just been living like my mum life, and so now it's the evening, my son is asleep, so I'm going to have like a cozy evening. So this book, Normal Women, I have read 100 pages of this today, and I feel like in those 100 pages I haven't learned anything new, and the story hasn't been pushed along at all. And it's the same as when I spoke to you earlier. So the plot hasn't really moved along at all. It's not really as it was advertised either. So I don't know. I'm going to maybe read a little bit more of this, and then I'm going to watch Agatha Christie's Halloween Party, which is my favourite Agatha Christie. It's my favourite Agatha Christie book and favourite Agatha Christie adaptation. So I'm watching the adaptation with David Suchet, and then I might read some manga after that. Last night I finished volume 2 of Kitchen Princess. He's like quietly playing, and then when I talk out loud, he starts laughing. Last night I finished Kitchen Princess volume 2. Really enjoyed it. He's not used to seeing me film because I normally film when he's asleep. I'm going to update you on the books later, and then now we're just going to pick some flowers and do like an autumn inspired bouquet. First, I've picked this red rose because I thought it was quite like autumn themed, and there's 2 buds on it, so I'm hoping that they will grow in the vase. And I'm just trying to take all these thorns off now so it doesn't like cut my son. Taken a layer of the stalk off, you might be able to see there, so then when I took it off, all the thorns pulled off as well with it. I think we're going to do, oh, that one's a bit dead actually. I was going to do that, but that one's a bit dead, so I want a more vibrant one. Maybe, oh, what's this one? I'm not sure. Oh, quite a nice vibrant one. Or this one here, and then it's got these like buds on it as well, so I'm hoping to just oh no, there we go, got those 2 so far. I'm looking for oranges and reds, so there is on here some orange roses, so oh, look at that, but that one's gonna be nice when it comes out. So I'm looking not so much at these white ones, but any orange. This looks nice. Nice orangey one. And it's got another little bud next to it as well. This is our little selection. Couscous from M&S, lamb's lettuce, coleslaw, potato salad, and these M&S chicken tenders. And then Don's got the same, but just with out the lettuce and just more couscous. So I'm going to update you on the reading. Also, Bear had none of the chicken, none of the salad, none of the couscous, nothing. He just ate grapes. That's all he kept saying was grapes. And so I gave him grapes and he just had grapes for dinner. So toddler life. So last night I finished volume 2 of Kitchen Princess. It's a manga. I've read volume 1 and volume 2. It's in this edition, and I'm gonna carry on with the series. It's my comfort manga. I really do enjoy it. I've already done a review of volume 1, so if you're wondering what it's about, I will link in the description down below, and I'm gonna film a review of volume 2 as well. Volume 2 gets a lot more serious than volume 1, and I am going to be buying the next book in the series and carry on reading it because I am really enjoying it. I then, Normal Women, I thought I would reread the back of the book because I thought maybe I have misinterpreted it. You know, sometimes you buy a book and you think you know what the book's about, and then you reread the back description and you're like, oh no, the description online of that book was different than the description on the actual back of the book, and maybe I misinterpreted it in some way. And I bought this book online, so I thought, let me just read a little bit. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, just like key things. So new mother Danny, she doesn't feel like the other normal women in the hometown. Then someone goes missing, and leaving Danny to step into another role entirely, detective. So you would assume that maybe quite early on someone's going to go missing and she's going to piece together where this missing person is. But no, this is 307 pages, the whole novel, and the person doesn't go missing till like 200 at page 254. This is just not as advertised for me personally. I'm not getting it at all. Also, I can't understand what it says on the cover. You know, I said the writing like covers the blood on the shirt. It says, it's from The Guardian, and it says, Hogarth is very funny on motherhood's modern, and then can't work out that word, ... hilarious. So the bit that like ruins the book, I can't even work out what it says. Here it is close up. Motherhood's modern Moors? What is that word there? Moors? Like, can you see the picture? I really love this cover, and there's like blood on her shirt, and that's the only bit of blood is on her shirt there, and they've put writing over the top of it. It's just a little gripe. They've kind of just ruined the cover. It's got blood splatter on her shirt, which they've covered, and then look, what even is that word? So I am going to finish Normal Women tonight just because I want to start something fresh tomorrow. I can't start something, like this is like a weird thing, is if I finish a book like today, I can't start a new book today. I don't know why. It has to be the next day. So I always want to finish books like late at night, so the next morning I can like start a new book if I want. Does anyone else do that? I have finally finished Normal Women, and I was so infuriated when I finished it. So it's been a few days since I have finished it. I just couldn't believe that they wrapped the end up that quickly, and then as she was revealing something, this woman just happened to appear at the right time. The book just was not for me at all, but I also kind of feel it wasn't as advertised. I'm going to do a full video review. I'm going to get into this because there's a lot of kind of topics about women and motherhood within society, but this book, just not for me at all. I'm never going to read anything by this author again. Just absolutely no, not for me. And so it's been a few days, so I have started a new book. I actually went to the garden centre, so I had a bit of time to read in the car, and then I've been reading out in the garden, and I've been reading We'll Prescribe You a Cat. This was originally published in Japanese in 2024, so last year, and it really reads like a series of short stories. So it's about different people going to a psychiatrist's office, and he prescribes them a cat, and they don't know they're going to get a cat. So the first story is about a cat named B, and the man goes into the office and he's tried loads of different psychiatrists, and he goes in and sits down. The psychiatrist says, okay, you're going to have this cat for a week. Follow the instruction manual of how to look after this cat. And this man obviously thinks it's some kind of joke and is like, what do you mean you're giving me a cat? This is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, he takes the cat, and then the cat is going to solve his problems that he has within his life, but without him kind of realising. The stories, I don't think they interlink at all. So I'm still on story 1, which is about a cat named B, and the man is called Shutter, who has the cat B, and like B is really improving Shutter's life, and you can see it, but Shutter can't quite see it yet. And then each part is a different cat. So when B's story ends, then another cat story will begin, and it will be whoever walks into the psychiatrist's office, it's told from their perspective of getting this cat. But I don't think any of the stories are going to intertwine in any kind of way, so it does read like a short story collection. So I feel some of the stories I'm probably going to like more than others. It's a fun, whimsical read. I hope you've enjoyed this reading vlog. Get ready for loads more autumn content when autumn comes along. I just really miss autumn, and I wanted it to be autumn, so that's why I had a bit of an autumn day the other day. But tell me what you think of all the books. Have you read any of the books that I read in this vlog? Let me know. Or if you've read any books that are similar that you think I would like, then please let me know. But I'm going to end this video here. I'll make 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I will see you again soon for another video.